7. The Black Caps take to the might of India at the Cricket World Cup semi-final in Mumbai tonight. India are the favourites. They haven't lost a game throughout the group stage. But can we ruin their winning streak? One man who knows both teams well is former Black Cap turned commentator and hubby to our very own Nikki, Scott Styris. Lovely to have you in studio this morning.
Yeah, thank you. I've seemed to be mentioned quite a bit. I keep getting messages to tell me that I'm the butt of Nikki's jokes when you're on air.
You have been the topic in this studio a number of times. But today we're talking cricket, or at least we will for a little bit. India had been 9 from 9 at World Cups before. What can we do to try and beat them? Is something like batting first going to be enough?
Look, I don't think the toss will matter too much. Some of the grounds that we've seen in this tournament, that has been the case, but I don't think it will be today. I think India are actually a little fearful of New Zealand. We're the one side that has had some success over the last few tournaments. They talk a lot in India about New Zealand beating them in the semi-final at the last World Cup.
Yeah.
So they know that this New Zealand side is capable of getting across the line. There is a pretty set game plan too. India are really strong at the top of their batting. So if you can get rid of that top order, which is easier said than done, let's be fair about that, then things change drastically. But they're a very good side. They would beat us 7 or 8 times out of 10 in India because they know those conditions. So it will be tough, but our guys are good enough. They've shown that in this tournament, and I think that we are a chance of an upset.
And as well as being stars here, Rachin Ravindra is actually quite a crowd favourite there too.
He's playing the game over there beautifully with the way his name meshes with two of the greats. But I think, if we're honest, he's taken everybody in New Zealand by surprise. Everyone knew he was a good player, but he has really stepped up and shown his class. I think the IPL auction coming up in a couple of months will be great for him, be life-changing. But it's been great too because I thought the batting might struggle a little bit, but he has been the bedrock of that side. Kane Williamson's injuries, they needed someone to stand up, and the top order batting has been sensational. They'll need to do it again. It's a very small ground, Mumbai, and it's a very good batting pitch, so they're going to need a lot of runs.
And there's a lot of pressure, I guess, being the home side playing, so all the pressure is on India, right?
Well, it's a question as a commentator in India that we ask their players a lot. Do you feel that pressure? 1.4 billion people. We know what the All Blacks are like here in New Zealand. In cricket, India's way above that to the local people there. And they openly say, look, we're under pressure every time we play. A little bit like the All Blacks. Every time they play, it's the All Blacks. And over there, it's the same with the Indian side. So I don't think they'll feel too much more pressure than they normally do because of the fact they're so used to it. And they've been playing good cricket, so they'll be confident.
The last 3 World Cups have been won by the home team, albeit very close last time.
It was.
We won't even go there. But why do you think that is? Is that any coincidence?
Cricket is a lot like tennis, I think, where in tennis you get the clay courts, the grass courts, the hard courts, and they take very different skills to succeed. So you, of course, in your home conditions, get used to what you need to do to succeed in those conditions. So being in the subcontinent takes a lot of different skills to what would need to be successful in Australia or New Zealand or England. So that's why you often see the home teams do well, certainly in recent times, as you mentioned. Therefore, I think that's one of the added challenges too. Not only beating India in England last tournament, they've now got to beat India in India, who have been almost unbeatable over the last 5, 6, 7 years in their home conditions. So it'll be a real challenge, but they've probably got the best conditions that are similar to what they're used to in Mumbai. So that'll be one positive that they can take out of it.
Just while you're here, couldn't miss this opportunity. Ryan sometimes takes the mickey out of Nikki in the morning. Our viewers have noticed it. You may have noticed it. I've certainly noticed it. How do you feel about that? Are you... Well,
on the odd occasion that I don't watch.
Well played.
I keep getting messages from friends or business partner this morning saying, oh, you're up again, you're the whipping boy, or she's up again. But yeah, you're looking lovely this morning, I see.
Oh my God, who are you guys?
But more importantly, what are you cooking me for dinner tonight? Because you're in charge,
Deviled sausage pie.
Oh, nice.
It's my specialty.
I love a deviled sausage.
We know.
What's Nikki like? What's her cooking like?
Yeah, what's she like at
I mean,
home?
is she like this at home, or is this kind of a bit of a...
Oh, this is definitely a facade. Yeah, I mean, it's a bully boy mentality in our house. I keep getting told. I'm surprised that for 3 hours you don't get
the same what you
yeah,
get.
the iron fist.
We get it in the ad break. She's very clever about keeping it off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The truth comes out.
Do you think, because cricket's a really, well, in my mind, a really long game, you know, sometimes it can last for like 5 days, and you're a cricketing man, do you think that put you in good stead for, you know, the long marriage to Nikki? Did that prepare
It was like
you?
a test match.
Yeah. Patience is the key in Test cricket.
That's the trick.
Patience is the key in this relationship. That is for sure.
Look, I'm even speechless. You guys are so mean. He gives as good as he gets. Just go and look at the garage video on the Facebook. Scott's goal in life is to try and humiliate me or take me down wherever he can in some sort of way that gets a giggle. So he's a bit like you, Ryan.
Yeah.
You're cut from the same cloth.
I think that's perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in this morning, Scott. That's former Black Cap commentator, Nikki's husband, Scott Styris.